In previous reports, I have informed you about the toxics present in plastic food packaging. I have informed you about the California lawsuit against ExxonMobil, accusing them of lying about plastic recycling. I have pointed out that less than 10% of plastic is recycled. How can it be that plastic recycling does not work? Recycling in New Jersey is mandatory. We diligently place our plastic, cardboard, paper, and more in bins at the curb. We pay our tax dollars to have it picked up and transported to presumably be recycled. We see the chasing arrows on plastic containers that tells us, recycle this package. Studies have shown that just the presence of the symbol leads most Americans to believe the object can be recycled. Here's the problem. The chasing arrow symbol we see on plastic items does not mean the item can be recycled. Each number represents a resin code that identifies some of the components of the item. Those components consist primarily of fossil fuels, oil and gas, and chemicals. The chemicals produce flexibility, colors, and all the properties required for the function of the plastic item. Here's where the problem comes in. Most of the codes represent items that are not recyclable. There are a number of reasons for this. Among those reasons are the chemicals used in most plastics cannot be combined to create new plastic. It's cheaper to use virgin materials than recycled materials. It's very expensive to sort and prepare plastics for recycling. We consume billions of plastic bottles that will never have the capacity to recycle that quantity. It is possible to recycle items with number 1 and 2 codes, but even those items are recycled at a rate below 10%, and a very small percentage of number 5 items may also be recycled. So why doesn't everyone know that these symbols are and numbers do not mean the item can be recycled? The reason is this plastic bag. This bag says, reuse me to consign or recycle me. And it has a number 4 code on it. The problem is this bag cannot be recycled. And if you put it in the recycling bin and it is not sorted out at the recycling center, it can damage the recycling machinery. So, what are we to do to address the crisis of plastic waste? We simply must reduce the amount of single-use plastic we use every day. How do we do that? By making a commitment. There are alternatives to single-use plastics. There are cardboard water bottles or aluminum water bottles that you can reuse. Even better, there are containers that you can take with you for water, coffee, or whatever. You can carry your own leftovers when you go to lunch. You can stop using plastic produce bags and use cotton or equivalent. Not only are you reducing the amount of plastic you waste, you are no longer exposing yourself to the chemicals that went into the production of the plastic to begin with. I know it's not that simple, and it is so easy and convenient to continue to use single-use plastics. All I say is, think about it. Do your own research and do what you feel is best for you, your family, and our environment. This is Alan Swanson. Thank you for listening.